everybody, Angie here, coming on with the weekly make for you guys for hashtag 50 stack challenge. The prompts have been posted and we are on the second to last make on this challenge. Cards 47 and 48, and for one it's watercolors and for the other it's a bird. So we're going to get into this and see what we can come up with. I've got my pieces off to the side here, and we're going to see what we can come up with. We're going to start, I think, with watercolor, or what do we got here? Okay, we'll start with watercolor. So with watercolor, I have cut myself a slender piece of watercolor paper to fit on the guess check, and I did a pretty good job as far as I just guessed that. And I just spritzed it lightly with a little bit of water, because if you lay watercolor directly down on paper, it tends to be more fluid and run a little bit more freely, or if you prep the page a little bit with just a little bit of water, it controls the watercolor a little bit more and contains, and it doesn't flow quite as much. So I just lightly put a little bit of water, and we're just going to do some random watercoloring on here. Okay, so let me get my paper down. How's everybody today? I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing good. And I just have a piece of scrap tissue paper here just to kind of keep my mess to a minimum. Okay, so we're going to work on this page and then we'll put it down on here. And then I've got some other elements that I thought I would work with, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I've just got a really inexpensive pack of watercolors here from the Dollar Tree. We're going to work with that. And I'm just going to put a little water in my colors here. I don't know what colors I'm going to use. We're just going to use a few of them. And see what we can do here. My focal image is going to be a white glittered flower. So I think that would look really nicely and real vibrant with the colors in the background. So let's go with, I don't know, let's go with a little purple. And I'm just trying to think if I want to splatter or okay, and I'm going to dry each color so one will lay on top of the other, hopefully. So let's hit that with the heat gun real good, quick. Okay, it's not completely dry, but we're just going to hit each color a little. Let's do, I'm just looking at the colors on my pieces. Let's do a little red. And of course, I'm not going to need this big piece, but it won't go to waste. I'll use it on what I cut off. I'll use it on another project. So, okay, I'm going to hit that with the heat tool real quick. And I'm just flipping it over just to straighten the paper as we wet it, and it also helps to dry the page a little bit too from the opposite side. Okay, and I'm thinking, what other color? My yellow is kind of contaminated. Let's see, it'll probably come out like a muddy color. We're going to try a little bit of the yellow, see what it gives us. See, it's getting kind of mucky. The other colors have gotten in there. Oh, it's not too bad. I'm just trying to get some color throughout over the whole card base. Okay, it's looking good. Let me hit that again. Okay, and I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe a little green, I guess, huh? Let's do a little green, just all the colors of the rainbow and everything else. Yes, because it's going to be a flower, so we got to have a little earthy green in there. Oh, I like that too. Oops, I just dipped it in the red. Goodness gracious, trying to move too quickly. Let me clean that off. And I'm thinking, as I'm splattering here, I have a frame. Well, let's hold off on that. Okay, I think that's enough color. See, that's gonna, maybe a little more, huh? Blue would really pop, won't it? Yes. I was thinking maybe just kind of outline the edge. Let's do blue. And I'm not going for perfection here, just more water. Okay. And I don't know where I'm going to cut that, so I will do the other framed edge once I get that page cut down. Okay, so let's bring our guest check in and see the size. Oh, that's almost perfect. Look at that. Let me hit that with the heat gun real quick so I don't have a mess everywhere. Okay. So my thought was just to let the flowers be the focal point. And I brought a few frames, and I have this dictionary definition page of a flower, so I thought that was appropriate. And then I just grabbed a few DIY frames that I cut out. This is from a collaged masterboard. This is from, as you could see, it's a negative slide, and I just kind of scruffed that up. And then this is just from black cardstock. So I was thinking just something as simple as that, but I just wanted to decide which frame I wanted to use. Let's see. I think that clashes a little too much, so I think I'm just going to go with the black one. I like that one, but I only have 2 flowers and there's 3 frames. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with the solid black one. Okay, and then we'll do something like this. Let's see how big that is. Oh, it's almost the size. Okay, so let me cut that down. I'm just wondering if I want to maybe bring it down a little bit, maybe make a pocket out of it. But then I would have to cut my frame down also. Just look at this for a moment. No, I don't think I want to do that. Okay, so let me trim this up. Okay. Then I'll hit the rest of that edge with a little bit of blue. Okay, and we'll put that down. Put that to the side, let that dry, and we'll just put some glue stick right down on here. And if I cut it the right size, it should. Not too shabby. Okay, I like that. And I thought I'd put this down right on top of there. I'll use my art glitter glue for that, if it'll come out today. I keep telling myself I need to pull this nozzle off and clean it thoroughly because I keep having a problem with it not coming out. I think there's a buildup in there, but I haven't done it yet. Okay. Bring this down here for just a moment, try and get that centered. Looks pretty good right there. I kind of like that line. I'm gonna bring in another one. Don't ask me how it's gonna look, but I just want some nice vibrant color underneath the flowers because the flowers are white, so I want it just to really, really pop off the page. So I'm gonna come in with a little bit more to the edges here. A nice bold frame there. Okay, and then I'm thinking to bring a little bit in, and I don't have a steady hand, but I'm going to try my best to bring an inside blue frame also. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm just going to try. Frame inside a frame inside a frame. How about that? Okay, I like that. I'm going to hit that with the heat tool real quick, guys. Okay. And then we'll put, I was thinking just something as simple as that right in the middle. And these lovely die cut layered flowers here. I'm going to hold that one down while I'm trying to glue this one. Put a little dab of glue on that corner there. Okay. Well, we've got ourselves a nice sturdy piece with that watercolor paper down first. So that would make a great tag, journaling card, or a pocket. If I choose to use it as a journaling card, just line that with some coffee dyed paper. And I think I got a nice little piece there. Very easy, very simple. I feel like we need something on that though. Should we bring a little blue in? Let's try. I'm thinking something just as simple as just maybe a little blue on the corners or something there. Yeah, I think that helps a little bit. And then maybe a little bit more splattering. Let's see, I'm going to take a piece of this. I don't necessarily want the watercolor on the flower. But I want a little bit of splattering on the definition page. So let's bring in a little bit more yellow. And of course, okay, just a dab, maybe a little bit of purple. And we haven't did orange. Okay, good enough. Hit that one more time. Okay, and that is my watercolor make right there. I like it. I think the flowers really do pop, and I don't think that the watercolor will stay on the brads, but just for fun, I'm going to throw a little color on the top. Just for fun. Okay guys, that's it. Let's put that aside so it can continue drying a little bit further, and we'll get on to the next one. All right, let's do a little flip. There we go. Okay, and then for the other one is bird. And I've got my elements here. And I'm just using scraps on this one. I think this is a beautiful little digital that I fussy cut out here. And I was looking forward to using that for a bird. And then with that, I found just this little strip with some alphabet words there with some really unusual font. I thought that was kind of nice with the black, kind of tie in with the black on the birds. And then I just had a scrap of burlap, and as you can see, literally just a piece of scrap of rice paper, DIY rice paper here. So I'm gonna try and come up with something for those. So let's see, this is gonna be our main element there. Just kind of thinking of some texture. Let's try since this is a squared piece, a piece of lint on there, let's cut this in half. Maybe that'll help balance it out. Okay, I'm liking that so far. I just think that the birds will look nice sitting on top of that rice paper. I think it'll add a little something. But by doing that, okay, let's start. I do like the corners, so I'm going to put that down. Oh, this glue is driving me bonkers. See, even after I've got to clean this thing. I think it's just got some buildup of glue around the edges in there. Okay. So like that. Okay. Now we just got to figure out these pieces. I like that font, so I'm just trying to see how I can not cover up too much of the font. I think I'm going to trim this piece off so I can get it closer to the edge. And that's down. Not gonna be able too much with that. Let's fix that. Okay. So I'm gonna have to cut one of these letters off. Okay, I like that. And I do want to use this underneath. Put that there. And I'm trying to see which is the better textured side. Okay. Yep. Doesn't cover up too much of the font. Okay. I like that. Yeah, let's put that on this side. Okay. And let's use that also. Okay, and then I do want to do a little splattering on this as well. So let me grab one of these pieces of paper and try to cover up a little bit of the birds' bodies a little bit. About there, I guess. Yeah, and we're just going to do a little bit of splattering with Vintage Photo. Just real light, nothing too much. Close up my glue. Okay. I guess I need the other brush, don't I? There we go. Okay. Let me hit that with the heat tool, move this stuff out of the way. So it'll probably singe that tissue paper probably a little bit. Okay, good enough. And I can dab off any excess. Okay, and then I had a bull pen for some reason. It just kind of caught my eye. And I thought I should have probably done this before I glued the burlap down, but I thought maybe just bring in a couple beads and stick that. Let's see, I've got some gold. Let's see how that looks. Birds like shiny things, so I don't know, I just always think of. Okay, if I can get a hold of it. think I should put 3 though. I like odd numbers. Let me grab one more. And let's just clip this right in here. Maybe. It's thick. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think that adds a little something. Okay, do we need anything else? I would say a word element, but I think the font text there kind of does it for itself there. Yeah, I think I'm going to call that one done. Maybe do just a little bit of inking around the edges. Just give it a little finished look there. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Okay, guys, I think that's going to be a wrap for today. Here are my 2 makes for the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge Week 24. Watercolor. We just used a base of background piece of watercolor paper, did some splattering in multiple colors, layered it with a frame, a couple flowers, and a dictionary piece. This one here, we did some splattering as well, used a fussy cut of a bird, brought in some burlap for texture, and just a little bling just for a little bit of pop of shimmer and shine. Yeah, I think those came out pretty nice. All right, guys, well, that is my make for today. I hope you like what you see today. Thank you so very much for spending some time with me. I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment, a like, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much. God bless. Bye-bye.